Yeah, what's up, baby? What's up, Raider Nation?
What's up, Raider Nation?
Let's go, baby. Let's go, man. Hey, it was a tough loss. It was a tough loss, but a valiant effort. Valiant effort. Valiant effort. I'm extremely pleased with the effort I saw from the whole team. You know, we've heard rumblings of people being disgruntled or whatever. To me, they went out there and fought. We were supposed to get scraped. I mean, if you talk to anyone, we lose in the game by 40. I don't know. I know we was in that game till the bitter end, man. So hey, you know,
it was good to show some heart. The loss is a loss, you know. We know as Raider fans, man, we tired of what you call them losses? What you call them? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What you call it? I need you to say it. I drew a blank.
What like heartbreaking losses?
No, not
like
heartbreaking, but
like when we failed.
When you lost anyway, but you kind of happy.
Moral victories.
We tired of moral
victories.
Raider Nation, we tired of moral victories.
There is no
moral victory.
Yeah, my bad.
There is no such thing as moral victories in sports. Sure.
I just wanted to throw that out there.
Right.
You know, we ain't got no moral victories, man. That shit hurt. I wanted to win this game bad. It was nice to see some heart out there, though. You know, when we jumped out, they took the lead by 7, and I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. In my head, I thought, man, we might fold. You know what I'm saying? But the offense came right back down the field and got 7 to tie the game up. You know, we played the top defense, man. You know, Bosa and them dudes. You know, we talk shit about the Winers because we from the Bay, man. Me and Thor. But them dudes got one of the top defense in the league, man. And for us to do what ain't nobody else done this season, that felt good. When we jumped out 7-0, I was like, okay, we're gonna have a game today.
Yeah, for sure. It felt great.
Hold up, guys. Now I know we on the game right now, but I know that if you tuning in right now, you're seeing something special about what's popping right now. Obviously, we all in the same room. Right. Obviously, we all in the same place. So you know that we linked up, you feel me? Usually we in different places. You see us on the screen popped up. So we just wanna, you know what I mean, tap in. It's good to be with the bros, you know what I mean, all together, linked up with all the foolishness. Obviously, it would have been better if we had a better results. Now, back to what y'all was talking about. I just want to say what's up while we all here together, same time, one time.
For sure.
But damn, that game, man, like,
you know, it was
a lot of positives.
Great to link up. It was great to link up.
A lot of positives to take away from that, though. A lot of positives to take away from what we saw. If anything, I know from what we saw, yes, we still took the loss, and there is technically no moral victories, but it was a lot of positives to take away from what we seen, the team, how they responded, you know, to who was leading the team. You feel me? To the energy on the field, the execution, I felt like was up, you know, like execution was up. Defensively, yes, they absolutely could have had better execution and plays. And again, we're not trying to make, because, you know, people gonna kill us with the excuses, right? Oh, you making excuses, but we know for a fact that our defense already isn't that great, and we're missing a lot of key people that even helped us, you know, to be you know, the type of competitive defense in the capacity that we even were. So, you know, playing all backup linebackers, not having Chandler Jones, having a DB carousel, it doesn't help an already struggling defense. You know what I mean? It just don't help. But I thought that with what they was working with, they gave all that they could give. Yes, we wanted, you know, certain plays to happen. The interception up in the air, you know, or the interception miss where I believe it was Ayuk, the ball like popped up and like was a bunch of people looking at it, and he ended up getting that reception anyways. We could have had an interception. Harmon missing the one at the end there, you know, on the ground. A lot of opportunities for sure, but I'm feeling more positive about what I saw than, you know, I have in previous weeks. That's for sure.
So this was a thing for us, right? No matter what side of the fence of the whole shenanigans that's been going on in Raider Nation for a while that you were on, I think we can all agree this was something that was going to be new, and it was To me, it was going to give excitement. And that's what it did. I mean, we went against the number one defense in NFL history up to this point and put up 34 points. So I'm just happy that they didn't fold. I mean, we scored that first touchdown. We got the ball first. The Niners won the toss and deferred. We get the ball first, and we go down and score. We got something here.
And they deferred because they wanted their defense to start this game off.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's how you do. If we can give you the ball and we can take it from you and score, we up. You know what I mean? Like we up. We moving. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we ram that shit down their throat.
Right down.
And I'm saying that drive, even the first drive, and again, yes, we've seen first drives look great. You know, in
the
our
week prior.
I was like, oh God, don't let us be one drive on.
We have seen that where the first drive come out, but you know, and we didn't get a touchdown on that second one. We ended up getting a field goal right to give us 10, but the movement of the ball, bro, the fluidity of the offense, and you can attribute that to him knowing the offense or not, or whatever the case may be. It don't matter. Like, he's still playing behind the same offensive line. He still has the same receivers, and he has the same running back. The same coach is calling plays. And people will say, well, okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to go on a tangent real quick because this is a recurring theme that I'm trying to wrap my head around. Well, McDaniels was calling plays for Carr that was specifically sabotaging him. Like, McDaniels wanted to sabotage Carr from the beginning. So all the play calling that he was doing with Carr,
that's a good percent.
You know, is he was calling plays that was sabotaging Carr, and you could see totally that he was calling totally different plays with Stidham, and he was allowing Stidham to, you know, X, Y, Z, and 1, 2, 3 in terms of the play calling and what he's allowing to do. And you know, I'm like, so wait. So you're telling me that McDaniels, who's also playing for his job, is purposely calling plays that he's purposely wanting Carr to fail and like not convert and mind you, the plays that he's calling, it's because of the play call that's making Carr throw under his receiver, over his receiver, behind the receiver, or throw out of bounds, or you know, gets like the physical play of you actually playing the position. The play call is making you do these things. Like, there's no way that a play call makes you overthrow a receiver.
I want to say this. Just talking that. Y'all know. I've been on the fence with Carr for a few years. You know, I like Carr. Carr is just. He's a Raider quarterback for the last 9 years, man. So I've been trying to ride with dude, and he's been the best thing we've had. We've had some Carson Palmers, Aaron Brooks, Jamarcus Russell, ever since Gannon, and it's been rough. And Gannon been gone down there 20 years.
Campbell got hurt though. Campbell
got hurt, and then he got the tough shaft of a real business decision where he come out of coma from the shoulder surgery, and they had traded for Carson Palmer. Yeah. So you know, but it's life, and that's how quarterbacks' lives are. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we ain't been good for 20 years, man. Let's be real. We made the playoffs twice in 20 years. So the whole thing is not Carr. You know what I'm saying? But he has been the constant for the last 9.
Yeah.
So that's why the quarterbacks get paid the big bucks. And is it all his fault? No. Is he had a top defense? No. Is it all his fault? No. But it was nice to see a new person out there with some mobility and with, you know, and to Stidham's credit, and I'm gonna be the advocate because I know the tangent y'all gonna go on. To be this Stidham been in the offense. I heard it was complicated when McDaniels came. The offense was complicated. Mm-hmm. You know, I heard that. You know, so Stidham looked really comfortable out there.
Right.
So this Carr's first year, and maybe he'll look better in years 2 or year 3, but he's been there for 9 years, and it's just bad timing for him. I mean, honestly, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it is what it is.
Right.
But to see Stidham come out there against the top defense, not the Houston Texans, not the
New Orleans Saints.
We played the Rams and got shut down. We played
Saints.
Steelers.
Saints.
I didn't even go back that far. I want everybody to have select
I'm saying, look,
those games were almost the last two losses have been really tough for me personally. As much, of course, to say we can score a point, we can get in field goal range, of course. But the last 2 weeks, this is later in the season. We have more time to learn the offense.
Right.
Those were tough, man. And to see, and I was skeptical about how this was going to come out against the Niners with that defense, because Pittsburgh has a decent defense, and Rams have a decent defense even without Aaron Donald. And to come out there and put 34 on them dudes, man, we didn't get no sacks, and it wasn't the line was great. Come motherfuckers was coming. He just kind of had a little wiggle to him and got up out of there. Even the play that Devontae Adams was, get out of there and still look downfield.
That was the thing that was most impressive to me on that play, but a few plays where, of course, the Niners defense is the greatest of ever until they faced us, which is that helps me a little bit.
For sure.
But they're coming. They didn't get one sack. We didn't get one sack either, but they did not get one sack. And there was multiple times where they're coming and Stiddy just whatever, a little shit, like he ain't Michael Vick or whatever, but he had enough awareness, pocket presence, awareness to move, to get out, and to keep his eyes downfield. Like no kind of tunnel vision and using everything, using the whole field, getting,
There's also plays where in that same token, there were plays where he wasn't able to elude pressure, and he had cats hanging on him and still was able to make a play. You know what I mean? Like he had a couple different plays where he had cats on him or about to tackle him or had hands on him where he still forced the ball out and, and made a play. Or even on the 60-yard touchdown to Devontae, he got smacked in the mouth on that play. He made time at getting out the pocket. He, veered off to the left, tried to see what's happening, and still stood in there, took the hit to the mouth, and, completed that pass. On certain plays, I'm like, man, if that was the other guy, like a motherfucker get right up on him and he falls down, they'll touch him on the arm and it's like, oh, they're on me, I gotta fall. Whereas you see somebody like, oh, somebody's on me, let me get more sturdy and try to make something happen. You know what I mean? So those plays too really excited me to see him, like his toughness.
I would like to respond to Sam saying any tape on him in New England's old stuff. He got Adams, Renfro, Waller, and Foster fell into a dream situation. I've been saying this all year. I've been saying this just as we got Adams this year. There's no way we should be held to 0 points. There's no way we should be held to 10. There's no way we should be held to 13 points in a game.
No matter who we play.
No matter who we play.
Right.
It's too much. It's too much. We got too much talent on offense, man, to be held to 10 points, 13 points, And I think it just, it is what it is. I'll say I like Carr, but I think that opened the offense up. Carr, let's be honest. Carr would have took a few sacks.
He would have took a few
sacks. If you can't admit to that, you're not.
You're just lying to yourself. If you can't admit to that, you're just lying.
And once again, I'm not saying Carr is not the total. It's not all his fault.
Definitely not.
We got a whole bunch of dysfunction that's been going on brewing for 20 plus years, man.
Mm-hmm. And Sam Tanaka, man, I appreciate you for sure. We appreciate you. I don't think I've seen you in here before, so if you're first time, please subscribe. Tell your peoples. You know what I'm saying? We old school, real Raider Nation, just doing what we do, man.
Love talking Raider football.
Football, man. And
before losses, after wins is the ideal.
Period.
But whatever, we here to do what we do.
And this our Monday night late night show. This is kind of our staple show. This new channel we created. And I honestly, on Friday or Saturday, I was kind of like, fuck, man, I don't know if I'm not going to want to do this shit when we go out there and look fucking awful against this team and all that shit. But then after what they showed me, man, again, there's no moral victories. But I really came out of that shit with my chest high, like my head held high, my chest out, like what, man? And like I was saying earlier when we was talking, I seen the homeboy Max from Four Brothers in Oakland out here by the valet a minute before we came up, and And I was like, hey, bro, I ain't got a text from not one of my Niner people talking shit. He was like, me either, bro. They ain't even talking shit. The best, I got maybe one message that was like, great game. That's it. That's it. And they wanted to let us have it so bad. And I'm just like, sports, whatever, ESPN is on over here. And I'm looking a while ago, it had the lines. The Niners are the betting favorite to win the NFC to go to the Super Bowl. Hey, we went toe for toe with them dudes, man. So we're close. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're closer than people think.
We gave up a lot, and I'm gonna jump in on something because the topic of the defense still like the same old defense. There they go. They gave and they did. They gave up shit. But the number one defense. Think about this: the number one defense in the NFL played against Jarrett Stidham, and they gave up 34. The number one defense gave up 34. We're talking about us giving up 34, but the number one defense went up against a backup, and they gave up 34. So you know what I mean? Sometimes that shit happened, but prior to this, the defense was on their little roll, right? They were on their little mix. They was only giving up 16 in the past like 5 or 6 weeks. Combined, you know what I mean?
Combined, that was 15.
So is losing Chandler Jones, losing Perryman, playing with all backup linebackers. Is that a factor? I think it's a little bit of a factor to already sorry defense, right? Mm-hmm. Let's just be real about our defense wasn't great, so we can't be losing stuff. You know what I mean?
Right? Exactly.
Yeah, pick that Reef last quote up.
Yes. That is the difference. The offense never stopped scoring. They kept coming. Hey, Reef, our New York people, good to have you in here. D Menace, my brother, man, it was great seeing you out there. D Menace's old lady, she's official now. She came.
She got it in.
She came out. She did her shots and all that for sure. She did her 2 shots and her beer. So, hey, man, we appreciate you, man. It was good times in the parking lot, man. It was good times again.
Hey, if y'all don't know what that means, I know y'all just saw on the screen. D Minute said take that shot. So obviously this is Raider Nation Drinking Club. But when we say take that shot, not only do we mean take that shot, but go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead and hit the notification, bro. Take that shot. You feel me, Nation?
Yep, for sure. Tone in the building. I was at the game with Tone, man. And this is another thing I want to talk about real quick. So the inside the stadium, y'all wasn't there. You watched it. We was there. It was absolutely horrendous as far as sea of red and all that nonsense. All right, yeah, that's true. It's gonna be like that. It was like that sometimes last year. But you know what? Them fools. They was in the parking lot, a few of them, but not that many. Not like the stadium. Let's not get it twisted, man. Because me and Anthony said, Anthony, I'm like, man, I'm just not used to seeing Anthony, bro.
I'm laughing at Reef.
What's that?
Reef said he need to be picked up tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel it.
Oh shit, that's right. Reef, you coming out here for sure, man.
Sure.
Tony safe back in the town.
Oh, Tony back in the town, man. He just landed back in Oakland. Nice. He's safe back in the town. He was with us in here a few hours ago. That's right. That's right, man. But I'm proud because me, Tony, and a couple of ladies, two of the homegirls, 2 Red Nation homegirls went out. There was a Niner event out here. They was pubbing it all over Facebook. And we went out there, man. It was 4 of us. 2 dudes, 2 broads. And we fucking stayed out there and screamed at them motherfuckers talking all that shit with their faithful to the Bay. Motherfucker, Santa Clara is not the Bay. Don't get that shit twisted, man. Y'all is not the Bay. You ain't faithful to shit. And we stood out there and in the parking lot, because in the parking lot, it was like 8-1 Raider to Niner. There was a couple of them, but it wasn't like in the stadium because they were scared to come out there. Let's be honest. They wasn't for real. But in the parking lot, 2 of them out there remembered me. And 2 of them came up to me and was like, hey, bro. Hey, man, we got respect for you. You guys were about it. You what? Yeah, we was out there, man. We was out there doing it, man. You know, for sure, man.
On a slightly serious tip, you know what I mean? On a slightly serious tip, Raider Nation, you know, we talk a lot of shit. We're real proud about our team, you know what I mean? It's nation or nothing, always. You feel me? But we're fans, we're sports fans, we're family members, you know what I mean? We're sons, brothers, daughters, you know what I mean, mothers, kids, all that. And like Tanya's saying, we definitely want to reach out or send our prayers out to Damar Hamlin, you know, the Buffalo Bill. If you wasn't watching the game or don't know what's going on, he had a medical emergency on the field and he's in critical condition. So we definitely want to send our prayers out and condolences to his. Well, not condolences. He's still
prayers out
breathing,
to his family.
but we definitely want to take this moment to acknowledge that because it is important. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Football is a game. You know, people get paid for that, but you know, people have families. You know, and we're humans. So
and all people, GQ. I know me and you played football, man, and I consider myself a hitter on defense. And I've been on the field when a player got stretchered off. It wasn't to the magnitude of we had to do CPR and whatnot, but it was scary. And I probably didn't play right the rest of the game. I was nervous, like, oh, you know, and that was scary for me to see. And the longer it took, like, this the NFL. These are super professionals.
Right.
Super professionals. This is it. Like, this is $1 million, billion dollar business. So for them to get to the point where it kept taking longer and longer, and I kept saying more and more prayers for him and his family, and we saw the Bills players out there crying. It definitely hit something with me, knowing that my sons have played football and just the whole nine how that goes, man. So just players out to him and his family. The game was suspended. I've never seen a game suspended in the NFL because of that. I've never. So that lets you know the severity, and to definitely keep Mr. Damar Hamlin in your prayers.
Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely, man.
Because it's all they was talking about. I mean, it is. You know, I'm in Vegas, man. We got downstairs in the sports book. I made my little bet, and we down there having a grand old time, and then everything got shut down. And they just let you know, how much life.
Yeah.
Life is life, man.
It was
no one is promised tomorrow, no matter what you got going on in life.
Love on your people, man.
You don't really know this.
Love on your people, man.
I just remember you saying, like, dude, it's a stretcher out there. What happened? Because it didn't even look like a big play. We were just started talking about whatever and drinking and like, bro?
He fell over. I wasn't tripping.
Yeah.
You know, people fall over.
Public displays like that or shit that happened in public that just only. And if you weren't already doing that, then it's just an indictment on yourself. But it's just another reminder, you know, to love on your people, your family, you know, your loved ones. Reach out to them. Always, you know, check in because you never know what is happening day to day, right? You know, every day is not promised. You feel me? Everything is not promised. So you always gotta, you know, reach out to the people that you love, man.
Definitely, because it didn't look serious at all.
Right. I mean,
didn't look serious at all.
Reef over there saying they said the players insisted they would, and that if that's the case, that's great. We all know that the NFL, they're dirty motherfuckers. They really are, man. They it's all a money thing to them. They, you know, but if that's the case, man, good for all the players on Buffalo and Cincinnati, man, and really. They shouldn't have went like they definitely should have been like, hell no, I ain't going back there.
What I saw on the ESPN on the bottom line is they gave him CPR on the field.
On the field, yeah,
that's like they had to bring him back.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary in itself.
Yeah, for sure, man. But and you know we ain't promised tomorrow, man. And so that's why we here. That's why we the Raider Nation Drinking Club, man, because we here to drink and have fun and kick it. You know what I'm saying? Love our people.
It's good to hang out with y'all dudes, man. So it's good to be here in person, doing what we do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. And you going home tomorrow? Reeve coming into town,
right? Right.
Hey,
we keep the rotation going, right?
For sure, man.
And just because she's like Big Auntie here, I would be remiss Not to mention that we do got Raider Dottie in the house here with us too.
Hey,
She in the
Raider
background,
Dottie.
but you know what I mean.
Raider
I want to
Dottie
make sure people
chilling
know that
with
she's
y'all.
because usually you
Hey.
would see her tapping in on the cast, you know what I mean, and things like that. She's always tapping in, always with us, but she's actually in the building with us.
Building tonight.
Yes,
Yes.
I just wanted to give a shout out to Raider Dottie.
You know, and we little bit like, man, I'm sitting here like I'm looking at myself on this thing like, man, I look tired. So this whole weekend, man, it's been a great time. New Year's, you know, New Year's weekend, man. Yeah. We knew we were eliminated from the playoffs, but our team came out there and fought. And the season's not over, man. We got one more week. We got one more week, man. We got one more week, baby. We got one more week. I mean, I'm interested, man. I'm interested to see what Stiddy brings this week, man.
They got some footage on him now.
They got a little footage on him now. They got a little something. So was it a one-hit wonder? Was it a fluke? Was it any of that? I hope not, because we got a lot of picks coming up in the draft. And to me, you go all defense, you know? You go all defense. So if you don't need to go after a quarterback, you just get another defensive player.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she had them. I don't even know what them was called. Them was the whoopty whams.
What was that from the bank club?
Oakland Iced Teas. You know what I mean? She brought from the club. What club was that?
Bank Club.
Bank Club. Shout out to the Bank Club, man. Shout out to the Bank Club, right? The drinking club with some fine beverages. Mighty fine beverages.
Right, and like Tony said, the Chiefs D ain't even close to the Niners D. So if Stiddy could do what he did this week, I could see him easily going for over 300 again. You know,
I don't see why he can't. I feel like what he did is who he is. You know what I mean, in terms of the player that he is. Well, because it's not like he did nothing super He didn't do nothing super spectacular. He just threw the ball accurately and on time, and he got out the pocket when he needed to.
And he also gave Devontae.
He gave him a chance. He gave him a chance.
Because I didn't watch the game. I don't know. Y'all don't know. I was trying to get to Vegas on yesterday, and I was on a flight for most of the game, and I was able to watch some of it on the plane, but I didn't see the 45-yarder at the end or whatever that got reviewed or whatever. But when I'm watching the replay, when this play started, when he went to throw the ball, and I'm like, he caught this. He is not open,
bro.
The DB got him pinned to the sideline, and he didn't throw the ball inside. But when you got the $30 million man and one of the best, arguably the best receiver in the game, man, you got to give him a shot, and he proved why he got the money and why he do what he do.
Right. I mean, that's a huge thing. I don't want to just go off talking crap about Derek Carr. So that's a huge thing. Yeah. To me, you have got to give your players a chance to make plays. Give your people a shot. I mean, you got arguably the best receiver in the league, and if not the best, one of the top handful, period. And you got to give that man a shot, man. But, I mean, it wasn't he was just giving Devontae shots. He was getting the ball out there to everyone. He was spreading it around, and he was using his legs. That was the most important
That was
thing.
Huge.
That was huge.
He kept the play alive.
Shit, I think his first pass was to Foster, right open. Foster
had a nice little play. Foster had a nice little play. I forgot all about that one. Yeah.
Kept the play alive.
Yeah, send that thing around, bro. He was. That's what I'm saying. Like, and you mentioned to me that Hunter scored a touchdown last week. He did. I'm saying, but like, it looked like he was getting everyone involved, you know, in the offense. Hunter was catching. I'm like, oh, there's Hunter Renfrow. He's catching passes. Waller's catching passes. Hollins was catching passes. You know what I mean? Like Devontae, everybody was active in the offense, right? And I was talking to Tony about this earlier. My thing about Stidham was his accuracy and ball placement. The actual placement of the balls when they were coming, like people was running in stride, catching balls in stride, catching balls at the proper, like in front of, leading them the right way, you know, and things like that, where you can see the plays were seamless. People were able to get you know, not saying that in other times people weren't getting yards after the catch, but they were creating their yards after the catch instead of just being there. You know what I mean? Easily. So I was liking that. I was just liking the way we were looking. It was looking more fluid to me. In my opinion, it was just looking fluid.
I'm gonna shout GQ out, man. GQ got a scholarship to play football in college. So he went at a college scholarship to play football as a wide receiver. So we've talked about stuff just off camera, and he talks about the wide receivers getting hung out to dry, and when I'm open, where to throw me the ball at. So all that is really important. You know, all that is big. It don't seem big, and it seemed like if the ball is behind the dude and he jump and he drop it because it was behind him, that it was all the receiver's fault. No, it's not. It's a collective effort. Everything got to work right.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely takes him. He takes credit for it for sure. Definitely, it's on the receiver. You know, it hits you, it's on you, but it could have been better for you. You know what I'm saying? That's why.
Make it easy for you.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like everybody. So like we constantly say like everybody gets paid, right? Everybody gets paid, not just the receiver gets paid, right? So people are like, oh well, you're a receiver, you get paid to catch the ball. You should just catch anything that comes to you. That's what you get paid for. Well, don't a quarterback get paid to throw accurate, on-time passes and leading people properly and putting the ball? That's what you get paid for. Mm-hmm. So if I'm held to the top of my, scrutiny, you should be held to yours too. So it just goes both ways, But I do think at the end of the day, I feel like what Stidham showed us, no matter if it's one game, but he showed us that there is life. There's life. He showed us that there. He showed us
because they say, "Well, who we gonna get the quarterback in?"
Who? If he's not here, then who's gonna play quarterback? Who can throw touchdowns? Who can throw 3 touchdowns and 365 yards? You know what I'm saying, on the number 1 defense? Who can do that? And 2 picks that weren't necessarily all his doing, but.
Hey, and I want to say,
absolutely.
Now you've on the line. I want to sit on this real quick.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck what they do with Stidham. I don't give a fuck what they do with Carr. The Raiders need to draft a quarterback in like the 2nd round or 3rd round.
Yeah,
for sure. They say it's a deep quarterback draft. I totally agree with Tony. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Period. I don't know what Stidham contract situation look like. I don't know if he's a free agent. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Right.
But they need to draft a quarterback. Period.
Right. I agree with that too. I do. Like I was saying, then we can just get all defense. Well, I do. I was maybe a little quick to say.
I mean, you always say that. Like last, you said we should get all offensive linemen.
It's value.
You always say that. I feel what you be saying.
It's value and evaluation, though, bro. Value and evaluation, right? Because you can. I mean, obviously,
but it's always good to have
a cliche saying.
Another quarterback.
But Brady was picked in the 7th round, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? 6th round, 7th round. So I'm saying. It's just about value and evaluation, bro. We got to really be good with evaluation because we know we don't draft well, right? Let's say this, nation. Let me just say to you, all y'all out there that's talking about us in drafting, we know that our draft picks haven't, necessarily panned out in a while. So, it's going to be huge. Drafting is going to be huge for us.
We did have one pan out, but then they got rid of him and decided to keep 4.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that happened.
That was
Khalil.
That happened.
Yep. Sharif says Super Bowl in Vegas next year. Time to think big.
Why not?
Why not? Again, our record sucks. We're not going to the playoffs for sure. We know that. But to me, our team is not that far away. There's too many games.
As long as you can score.
As long as you can score.
I don't give a fuck how good your defense is, i.e. Denver Broncos. Mm-hmm. I don't give a fuck they got a top 3 defense. They got like 3 wins. Because you know why? Because they can't fucking score.
Because they can't.
That's why.
Right.
But when you can score, anything is possible, man.
Yeah.
So I think we got the pieces in place, especially if Devontae. We keep Devontae and Jacobs, and keep somebody that knows the offense and can come in there and make the shit right and make it work and get your playmakers the ball.
I feel like if we get rid of Carr, so I'm just speaking in terms of people talking about what's going to happen because Carr is not going to be. He's not going to be there, and because he's not going to be there, Devontae is not going to want to stay. Now there's a whole lot of other shit to that, and we know the contract, professionalism, all that. But I'm just saying hypothetically, they're saying that Devontae's not going to want to be there. So I'm saying, well, great. if we get rid of Carr and Devontae, we get the draft capital from their, trades or whatever, get the money saved, build that top 3, top 5 defense.
Million, I think.
You know what I mean? Build the defense, get a right tackle. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Build up that top defense, and it don't matter who the fuck is the quarterback, right? Because any quarterback needs is a top 5 defense and a good O-line, right? So it don't matter who it is. It could be a rookie, it could be whoever. I'm saying, according to what people are saying, if we had such and such defense, then it's not going to matter who is playing quarterback, right?
Right.
So I'm saying, yes, let Devontae go wherever he's going. We're going to get a couple first rounds, some money, whatever, save all that shit. Spend that shit on defense, right? Get the quarterback for the future in the latter rounds. Get the defense, get the D tackle, get another end for Crosby, linebacker. I'm saying this is what we're saying we need, bro. So I'm just saying.
You got the consensus of the people.
You feel
me?
That's
what the people say.
Yeah, that's what the people say. This is what we need. So this is what we need to do. You feel me?
You're just a man of the people.
I'm just telling you what the people say. When I hear on social media.
Right. I say fuck the people, man. I don't care. I just want the Raiders to win games. I don't care how. I don't care how. Just win games.
Tony, we talked about
this.
Then
if that's true, he's going nowhere.
We talked about this. So if Devontae doesn't want to so what Tony is saying is Devontae is going to have to restructure his contract. So if he wants out, I'm saying if he wants out, if he's saying I don't want to be here, then he's going to have to restructure his contract to make sure that he could be able to be traded without us having a dead cap or the other team being able to take the cap. Other than that, he's going to be here. So then I'm saying, if he's here, that's only better for the incumbent quarterback coming in. You got fucking Devontae Adams. So
because I want to say this about.
Go ahead.
I was questioning. We saw with the shit with Carr. What do you think was fucked up or not? It was what it was, and it's a business, and they got a lot of money. They had a lot of reasons to bench him. As far as if they don't think he's going to be the quarterback next year, I don't know if everybody knows, but if he'd have got hurt, which it happens, and they would have owed him $40 million, so they damn near couldn't have cut him next year. But that's just in case if y'all didn't know that. But y'all know he went back to Fresno. He was Fresno State with Devontae Adams. One of the reasons Devontae came, and Devontae put some posts up like that was his dude. Like if that was my partner from college, high school, whatever, I felt Devontae. I'd have said the same shit. I don't know, whatever shit funny. That's my dude, and I'm gonna ride with him till the wheels fall. I feel that. Like if that was Thor, I'd ride with you till the wheels fall.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I wanted to see how he was going to come out yesterday.
Yeah.
I really wanted to see the effort and everything. It showed me a lot.
Yeah.
It showed me a lot.
Me too.
He still, for me personally, maybe at the end of the day, he don't, trying to keep his stock up. But at the end of the day, man, that dude came out and I ain't seen him fight for balls like that all year.
All year.
I ain't seen him fight for balls like that all year.
And here's the funny thing about that, even because I was talking about this earlier. And I know that obviously he wants to be the best no matter what. So he's not purposely dropping passes or not completing passes. But I was saying that it's crazy that on those circus free catches when it came to earlier in the year, some of those we needed completed to, extend drives to win games, and he didn't come down with those. Right. But yesterday he came down with some ridiculous shit. That was way bounds, you know what I mean? Way more. That was almost or way more ridiculous than the other ones that we needed. So and again, I'm not trying to speculate. I was just like, damn, it just feels like the effort was on another level because he actually completed the shit. You know what I mean? Like,
and part of it, we ain't talked about this at all, but Devontae a lifelong Raider fan.
Too. Yep.
That's true.
So that means you don't even EPA. You don't like the Niners,
right?
Marshawn with Seattle.
Exactly.
Marshawn was like, they're from San Francisco. I want to beat the fuck out of them.
Right. Exactly.
Straight up. I think that,
I mean,
we're just talking shit, man.
We're talking shit for sure, man. For sure. I mean,
we all got opinions.
Yeah. And so right. Devontae, a lifelong Raider. That's what I was saying. He's a lifelong Raider fan. He's from EPA, so he's closer to back home, right? He's closer to back home. Mm-hmm. He's on the West Coast.
Family
all that shit.
Every game. Family
family. All that shit, man. So who a Cowboy fan? We ain't talking about Derek Carr. We're talking about Devontae Adams. He's from EPA. He a lifelong Raider fan. Derek Carr might be a Cowboy fan
ain't no
or a Niner,
telling.
but
we ain't talking about Derek Dallas Carr.
yeah, we ain't talking about him. But
that's what Reef talking about. That's why that's why his middle name is Dallas. If anybody don't know, the reason why Derek Carr's middle name is Dallas is because his mama was a diehard Cowboy fan, and she named him Derek Dallas Carr. And he grew up a Cowboy fan. This is
something new every day.
This is what he's referring to. These are facts. These are facts.
Hey, what's up, Shanada? Hey, it was a great time out there, baby. Super Hood tailgate in the house all day for life, baby. Red Nation drinking crew. Yay! Yeah, man, we missed you out there. Shanada, it was wild out there, man. It was wild out there. We represented hard in the parking lot, in the streets, all that shit, man. That's what we do. That's why I'm like, to us, it don't whether Devontae wants to be. I really believe he does, though. I was saying that, and I was a little worried too, Q. I was a little worried too. Like, what is this dude gonna show?
You saw the tweets or whatever he put out there.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, but again, like when you upset and you say shit. Sometimes you just upset and you or whatever, and I feel that too. Like
for sure,
you feel that.
For sure.
But then when you really sit there and hey man, maybe whatever. I'm mad and I'm gonna try to throw something out there for my homies.
Because you my folks, I love you.
What?
They cut me and I don't make no money.
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck everybody. I'm sorry, whatever with everybody and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they pay me $30 million and they cut you, man. I'm gonna come out like he did and be like, I ride with my dude to the end. Mm-hmm. But then when the game time comes, it's time for me to do what I do. I'm gonna get there and make it do what it do.
And Devontae
to show that I can do it with whoever
a professional and motherfucking you keep on this path. You talking about Hall of Fame and shit like that in the long run. If you keep putting up these kind of numbers, So now you're talking about a legacy for yourself. Like man, that's my homeboy and all.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
let's be honest, because Carr's gonna be okay.
I was just gonna say that, but he's gonna be okay.
He gonna get him whatever team signs him. I had an argument this past weekend. They're like, "Oh, no, he's gonna be a backup next year." No, he's not. He's gonna start for somebody. Out of 32 teams, I put him around 15. Me personally, that's my personal opinion. Y'all can put him lower or higher, but at 15. You're going to get a starting job, and they're going to pay you $20 to $30 million at least.
Yeah.
Period. He's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And he's a quarterback.
He ain't getting 45.
No, he's not going to get 45.
No, he definitely ain't getting 45.
I have a question. You think by any chance he will remain a Raider? That's just a question I'm throwing out.
Dottie said, is there any chance he will remain a Raider?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. And I feel that because I've thought that. I've thought about that. We ain't talked about it, but I've thought about that.
Right.
With him not, whatever they came to the agreement that he wouldn't come to the game and he wouldn't step away. That seems like no.
That seems like no to me.
And people try to say that. So here's it. So now there's several different stories. There's all the speculations, but people try to say that like it was like either a mutual thing or it was a team that said, "Hey, you do this." But when the reports came out, and I'm here just like y'all, but when the reports came out, and just from my limited knowledge, because I'm definitely not the smartest person in the world, but when someone says that the team gives you permission, in order for someone to give you permission, that means you have had to ask them something. So it wasn't the team telling you, "Hey, Derek, we think you should, go and do this." The team told him, or the team came. He asked them, like, "Look, you feel me? I want to do this," and they gave him permission. That to me says a lot, a lot differently than, because it's crazy because Raider Nation, and I'm gonna say this. Because we always was on this conversation about Carr, right? And then we were on a conversation about him and having the different coaches, the different playbooks. So we would always bring up Mariota because Mariota had the similar situation, right? He had different head coaches every year he played. He had different playbooks, different things. So I'm saying why he doesn't get the same excuses as Carr. But
Mariota just quit.
But see, no, the thing is that
let's speak it then. You gotta keep.
No, Mariota did not just quit. His wife is pregnant, and he went to go be with his pregnant wife.
So he stepped away for the last 4 weeks because of that.
I'm saying that's
for the last 4 weeks.
These are facts.
For the last 4 weeks.
Yeah,
stop it.
He got 27 kids.
He got benched, bro. He got benched. He got benched. So he got benched.
And
so even if
that was coincidentally that his wife had a baby. Okay, I get that. You missed a day.
He got benched. So what I'm saying is the same thing they're saying about Mariota, how he stepped away after he got benched. His wife is having a baby.
Yeah.
Carr got benched.
Man,
and he stepped away.
You can't disappear for 4 weeks because your wife had a baby.
Well, if Carr would have got benched 4 weeks ago,
he lost a lot of respect for
he would have been away 4 weeks ago.
That's what it was. If that's what it was, dog. Carr would have been there at the game if his wife was having a kid, bro. Like, come on, man.
Was Carr's wife having a kid this week?
No, I think, and that's why. And
is Carr's wife going to have a kid next week?
So
I heard he left because he didn't want to cause any dissension.
Yeah, but just the dudes you've been riding with for 9 years, not all of them, of course. But
you ain't
I
just
think
leaving
if you just left, I think that was whack. And I'm not giving Mariota no excuses. That was whack. You miss a game. It's only 16, 17 of them, bro. You can't just miss games because you're having a kid. But you miss a game. You can't miss 4 weeks. I've heard he had knee surgery, fake knee surgery.
No, it ain't no fake. I'm saying if you're benched, just to your point, if you're benched, your wife having a kid, knowing that I'm not going to be playing and I have a newborn, bro, I'm going to be with my newborn. Then if that was not happening, that to me that's a stark difference. That's a stark difference.
Carter trying to catch up to you, according to Tony.
He almost there. I got 6. He almost there.
Yeah. I mean,
but being benched at the same time, having a kid and being benched at the same time.
So you don't show up for the last month?
Yeah.
You
totally disagree. I totally disagree. You the backup though. If the rookie, because he got.
You're still a backup, right?
Mary got bitch for a rookie because they want to see what the rookie that they drafted got. Basically, they was basically out of it, or they was kind of in it, but they wasn't really. They want to see what the rookie got. So you got you bet 4 weeks, cuz nah, bro, that's the same shit. That's weak.
Yeah, no.
I love what you just said.
Yeah.
That's the same shit.
That's weak. Yeah.
It's the same shit.
So let me clarify. If Carr,
it's the same shit.
If Carr was the one,
that's my point.
If Carr was the one for me that said, I don't want to be a distraction and I'm gonna just step away, that's weak.
That's
for these dudes you've been riding with and you the team captain, that's weak.
That was my point. That was more my point. That was more my point.
For sure.
He walked away but what I'm saying is he stepped away and nothing is going on. Yeah. There's nothing going on. There's nothing going on. You can't even fall back on my wife is having a baby.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was hoping.
It's nothing.
I was hoping that the team benched him. I was hoping the team said, "Hey, you should probably just." And that really would cut ties too. Is he coming back? No, because the team cut ties. I was hoping that was the case, but if he stepped back, that's week.
He's still
a captain and a leader of the team.
It's still writing on the wall. To me, it's still writing on the wall that you're not even. Okay, because now, mind you, this is Carr. He's a good person, right? This is Carr. This is not, whoever. Right. Mind you, this is the man that all of you say who he is, right? So then as him being who he is, for you to leave the team, unfollow the team on all your social media, leave all the, you know what I mean? Have your brother post on his social media a picture with you with Niner fucking gear on, doing
after
a fucking funny face.
After we lose.
I mean, it's just, again.
After we lose, man. Hey, that was. I don't think honestly, I have no idea. I don't think he asked his brother to do it. I think his brother just did it because his brother is a fucking idiot. David Carr is a fucking idiot.
Well, they're just about the same.
I mean, they're about the same. No, I agree. I agree. All of them. And so whether he's a good
like
person
we talked about Darren Waller dropping the mixtape, the rap tape, whatever, when it was time to come back, or his IR shit, and the optics weren't good. That's horrible.
Horrible.
We lose to the Niners, and then your brother posts a picture of you in Niner gear, like, fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here, bro. Like, seriously.
Fuck, I mean, like.
That's some fuck. I'm saying that's some fuck shit.
Yeah, you either you need to come out and say that or your brother, and somebody need to apologize for that. If there's a chance, but I don't think there is, a chance of him coming back. But that ain't it, though.
No,
that ain't it. Fuck out of here.
Right. I mean,
Fuck
honestly, at the beginning, I think I thought there was maybe a chance
I did too.
if he took a lot less money and tried to whatever, but after all that, after this last week,
your brother,
yeah. I just can't see it, Daddy.
Yeah,
I can, and everyone, I just can't.
Honestly, it makes it worse to me. It makes it worse that he stepped away with less games than Mariota. And not to bring Mariota back, I think it's even worse. I think it's only 2 games left. It's only 2 games left. It's only a couple games left.
I don't necessarily agree or disagree with who's worse. They're both worse. That's both whack shit.
Yeah,
one reason why I think Derek Carr should not come back though is because it tears the nation apart. It tears
oh my God.
like it's so the insanity of it all is like you have like grown people who are so butthurt over the situation, like people who claim to be Raider fans.
I'm not even gonna say claim to be because I got a personal story I'm gonna tell y'all.
Okay, I'm still saying claim to be Raider fans.
I told you
because I'm like I'm not sure. Are you really a Raider fan? You finna
we all know real ones. You know what I mean? That really support Carr. You know what I mean? But really we know them. You know what I mean? They're really.
I'm gonna tell you all the story, man. That's one of my guys, man. But RAIDER, season tickets, the whole 9. You know, been before Carr got there, all that.
All right.
But he went through what we did. He went through the Jamarcus Russells. He went through the Aaron Brooks. He went through the Pryors, the McGloins, and the Walters. He went through that. So we got a decent looking quarterback that was finally some half good, and he rolled with it. And he ended up being a Kardashian the last probably 5-6 years. And I get it. But then when we cut him, and that motherfucker told me, "Oh, I bet we lose more games I bet we have a worse record next year." I was like, bro, where the fuck did that come from? Is that what you're hoping?
You about to bet that we have a worse record?
I was. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, that's horrible. But I think I've seen things that are worse because saying I bet we is just saying that you think that Derek Carr is the best thing since sliced bread. Whatever was the truth. Okay,
and I said this on the post. I'm trying to cut you off, but this ain't. And we're not Niner fans, but this ain't the Niners trading Joe Montana.
Well, yeah, right.
Who won
this ain't the Raiders trading Ken Stabler.
Man, exactly.
Bro. The fuck?
Right.
The fuck? Bro. Ken Stabler got traded for going 9-7 after winning the fucking Super Bowl. What the fuck are we talking about?
Right.
What are we talking about?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But I done seen so-called Raider fans. I've seen some of them say shit as insane as this. I hope we score 0 points in the last 2 games of the season. And on a motherfucking on Facebook, on a public, and a dude I know who been out at games like for years and
I've seen multiple posts like that.
And I literally gotta say some shit like, bro, if I realize right now you're a little bit emotional,
right? Obviously,
and I need you to think about this for a minute because pretty soon I'm gonna have to question you. I'm gonna really have to question you. Why would you say some stupid ass shit like that? And that's just why I think Derek Carr needs to be gone because it's gotten too crazy. It's gotten too emotional for people to handle. Like
I think Wade, if you haven't read his post, Wade Raider, Deadpool Raider, posted on Facebook, and I feel like, I mean, a lot of people said a lot of good shit, but I feel like he said it a lot. He said it really well in terms of his admiration for Derek Carr, right? He's not a Derek Carr hater. He's a fan. He actually, and to me, actually what he said made me look at Carr even in a different light a little bit. He was like, Derek Carr was the last quarterback in Oakland. So for him, that holds a special place.
Mm-hmm.
It means something. Yes, we know who he was in terms of the type of player, but physically, for him literally being the last quarterback that we had in Oakland, it meant something to him, right? So he didn't hate Derek Carr. He was special to him. But just going through the years and looking at the play, looking at where we're at, looking at the financial situation, looking at all that shit, he understands what needed to happen, bro. He understood the assignment, and Derek Carr wasn't necessarily going to do it for us. Like, just looking at his play and looking at, what we had up against us, and then you watch what Stidham did in this offense. You cannot possibly say that when you watch Stidham play that you looked at Derek Carr like, yes, that nigga is way better than him. Like, oh my gosh, why would we even try to play Stidham? Because no, there's no way you said that to yourself. There's no possible way. No possible way. So, but it's not like, again, people didn't have respect for Carr and certain people. I have a little less, but it's not like people didn't have respect for him, bro, but people are starting to see what's really happening.
Yep. Cashflow, we was just touching on that bullshit, man. What's
what up?
Yeah,
my boy, Yeezy.
Let's go, man. He was hungry, man. It kept saying, you know what I'm saying? And it showed the hunger of the nation for excitement. A win would have been incredible. There's no moral victories again. We just want to win. But it definitely gave me hope, man. It gave me hope to change. I mean, I feel like Sam Cooke, a change is going to come, man. hey, man.
D-Menace, I love you, bro. He always on it, man.
Hell yeah.
For all the new people in here, I see we got a couple new people in here. Go ahead and take that shot, baby. When we say take that shot, go ahead and take a shot. But hit that like button and subscribe for us, big dog. Hit the notifications.
Let your
so
people,
you can always rock with us.
Know, hit the notifications, all that good shit, man. We appreciate it for sure, man.
Stiddy do got that dog in him, bro. Stiddy do got that dog. We seen that. Whether or not it worked out or whatever the situation happened, we saw the type of person that he was inside his corazon. You feel me? He definitely got that dog in him. And we ain't talking about courage. That's what the other guy got in him. He got courage, a cowardly dog inside of him.
Hey, man, and I'm going to just speak on a player who don't get talked about too much. He on defense. Man, shout out to Amik, man. I love Amik. He's just short. But that dude got some dog in him. He like 5'7", 5'8". He was out there yanked the pick from fucking Kittle.
He gonna get better. He gonna get better. He be out of position sometimes. He be getting caught sometimes. You know what I mean? But I definitely like his fight. I actually met Meek.
Did you?
At Wahlburgers on the strip.
Yeah.
I was with my wife, and he had a fat little blinged out little 2-1 chain. And he's short. So
he's short in the motherfucker.
I looked at him like, I see the 2-1, and he walked past me, and I said,
I know you had a Raider shit.
I said, of course.
Yeah.
I said, me, because you know how black people do. We don't know. We don't know somebody. You get me. You know what I mean? And you turn around like that. Oh, what's up, big dog? I'm like, hey man, just a bright Raider fan, man. Just a fan of yours, big dog. Just want to say what's up, man. Have a good night. I don't be doing too much with the celebrities.
Right,
they people.
Right. Yep.
You feel me? Yeah, but I did. I met him right there. It was up by Bally's. Is Bally's right there by where the Wahlburgers is? On the strip? Yeah. He was
it's called the Horseshoe now, by the way. Oh. Yeah, for sure. They changed the name about 2 weeks ago.
He's short, man. He got some dog, but he probably more of a third cornerback. But I like dude though.
Hey man, he got heart, right.
Oh, he definitely
huge,
got
man.
heart. That's unquestionable. Man, so we're talking about DBs. We all been big on my dog. There wasn't the 39 Hobbs, man. Hobbs been playing good this last a year or two. I ain't sure he came off injury. I don't know if he's still injured.
But he had injury to his hand though. It wasn't like his legs.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, like his legs.
But that affects tackling. But not your awareness.
Skills.
Yeah, that's your awareness and shit. And you have bad game. Look.
There's been a few of them, man. Since he came back, it ain't been right.
He's young. He's young.
He's definitely young.
He's young. We spoke, but we did speak highly of him early on. So to your point,
sure.
he was spoke very
so,
but he was getting rated graded very highly. It wasn't just us speaking on
Because
him.
his play
He
spoke
was
for
getting
itself.
graded very highly. You know what I mean? But so he's going
yeah.
through some woes right now. He definitely, I feel that he's going through some woes.
Maybe that's it, Al's goes.
Yeah,
Maybe he's not an
Al's
outside dude because last year he played a lot more in the slot.
Yeah.
And that with Hayward and Mullen or whoever we had covering for Mullen. So
I
maybe
wish we'd
that
have
was
kept
it.
Hayward, bro.
I didn't understand that
I
either.
wish we'd have kept Hayward.
He signed with Atlanta for like $5 million a year. It ain't my money, but damn, that's cheap. That's not expensive for what he did for us last year. Like as a man-to-man corner.
He did go to the next one of the Moss.
Whatever.
To Cash.
Amik Moss Kittle. Yes, he did at 5'7".
Yeah.
Big old shit talking tight end. Mossed his ass though.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted that game.
It is.
God, I wanted that game, man.
You feel me? At the end of the day, we gotta win. You feel me? We gotta do what we gotta do. You know what I mean?
Right.
We gotta do what we gotta do. You know what I mean? Just win. You feel me?
Just win, man. Gotta find ways to win, man. It's been a rough year with these close losses and all that. It's been a rough year with these close losses. But I'm not as just what I was saying. I'm not as
I saw that too. You gotta put the last stuff. Cash Lord.
Yeah. Madden creative player.
It's funny he say that because we was just talking earlier today about a couple players on defense. We were like, who the fuck is that?
Man.
Who is that dude? So Cash Lord called him a Madden creative player, man. That's funny.
Yeezy. You have a good night,
Man.
Crip. Love you, big dog.
Man, that's too funny, man. That's too
That shit
funny,
hilarious.
man. Right. Cash Lord, there was no Pyramid, no Chandler, no Rock.
No Jayon Brown.
A lot of people don't know Jayon Brown.
Yeah.
Jayon Brown was out too.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You
So, let me
already
say this.
know West Side.
I knew without Perriman, I knew without Chandler, especially without Perriman, I knew it was going to be a tough task because the Niners have been scoring points. I just, like G and GQ talked earlier, I just wanted Perriman to be there to hit his ass, though.
Yeah.
Because Perriman brings wood. He going to make you thinking about coming back across there. But after his first 6 carries, they figured something out, and he just wasn't busting like he was.
Yeah.
And he got that one catch out the backfield, and then they was on that too. It was
one play when he hit that truck stick on I don't know who that was, but he that was bad.
That was
just damn. It was right here. Do you know how the video game?
Yeah. That's funny you say that, because I told my son, when you go head over somebody, don't ever get ran over. I don't care if you got to hold on for their ankle for dear life.
Yikes.
But you can't let them just run you over, give it to you, and then just scoot away.
Yeah.
That ain't it.
Oh, bad.
That was a tough one. I mean,
yeah.
CMC hard, man.
That's
CMC hard. I ain't CMC hard.
Yeah, that's the truth of the motherfucker, though. They really did, bro. They really did, man. Because I swear I feel like
I was about 10 years younger.
I know most of them motherfuckers. I just remember asking Tone, who the fuck is this?
Who was that?
Where he come from? Where did he get on the team?
Legacy, a nigga named Legacy, or who?
Because mind you, man,
Legacy,
let's be real.
Yeah, he was all over the place.
He was all over the place, though.
He was all over the place, though. But
and I'm gonna talk about it before we get out of here, man. Because I want to make sure we talk about some of everything too. Josh McDaniels, I don't think is going anywhere. You think he's a good coach or not? I don't know. He's trying to implement a new system with a bunch of players that are not his. So that's difficult in itself. So it's hard to sign a 5-year contract or a 4-year, whatever it is, and like the coach in Denver. It's hard to get fired in your first year. Urban Meyer last year. It's hard. The fact that he had to pay Del Rio, he came in and gave John Gruden all this money, Mayock, whatever happened with him, I don't know if he still owed him. I know Gruden is suing. I don't know if he's going to have to pay that. Then you get this new coach and GM together, which is like a package deal, and I'm sure the package deal is at least $10 million a year. And the coach's contracts don't count against the salary cap, granted. But I don't know if Mark Davis got money like that.
They do now.
This dude is putting – this ain't Josh McDaniels' people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was happy that he re-signed Mad Max and stuff, because sometimes people come in, it's like a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
So saying that to say, we've been cutting people all season long. Jonathan Abrams, a couple offensive linemen, which we all know we need offensive lineman help, but we've been cutting people all season long. I'll call it trimming the fat. He's been trimming the fat all season long. He ain't waiting till the end. Nah, you not it, which I like and respect that. I like that. If they're not it, don't keep them 7 more games. Just cut them, and shit. We're gonna let the shit fall where it be. I don't know if he's a good coach or not. I'm just saying, has there been some stuff that I disagree with? Yes. And he's come out as a grown man and said, I fucked up here, which I thought was big for me. I don't know if it was big for anybody else, but it was big for me. He came out and took accountability. I'm big on accountability and no excuses. So he's most likely going to be here next year, man. So he's trying to get his people in place. They have some decent, we always pick decent late round picks, but he has some decent picks that came in and played a good amount. I think the third round pick was Parham, the third round pick this past year.
Yeah.
I mean, he came in and he's been basically started from the gate. So let's see what they could do with a first and a second round draft pick. And to me, the offense got the weapons. I don't give a fuck what offense you run. As long as the quarterback know it, I think we should put up 25, 30 points a game against whoever we fucking play. And I think yesterday showed that. Mm-hmm. Do they need to? They stripping the defense. A lot of people have been hurt. There's this new dude, this new system. Now the defensive coordinator's ran some dumb shit to me. At the end of the game, he's done some really dumb shit. So I don't know about him. I don't know. We're gonna see.
His first year too. His first year.
His first year as a coordinator.
His first year too.
And he ain't got his people in place. But that I was scarred.
No, it's not his first year as a coordinator.
I'm scarred. I was scarred from I was at the Rams game.
Oh.
I was scarred from the single high safety, man to man. They don't need a field goal. They need line motherfuckers up. And when this last game, he learned from that. Because when the Niners was trying to drive and get a touchdown in the game or something, he played a better defense. We still got pressure on the quarterback, still got a hit, almost was able to get a pick. IU caught that lucky ass shit. Shit happens.
We was talking about, and I'm gonna jump in on that, on the IU shit, because we was talking about that earlier about too. Sometimes, like last year, a lot of the bounces went our way.
I totally agree. I agree.
And this year, we're not getting a lot of those fucking bounces. The lucky shit, the ball just tipping this way, or motherfucker. And Tony was with me, and Tony was talking earlier how on a lot of our defensive plays, when their offense makes a fucked up play, we're not in the position to make that play. But when we're on offense, the other team is always in the fucking position to make that goddamn play on us. That tip ball, that little whatever, they're there. You know what I mean? On that shit. So that's another thing that has to happen too. You got to get the year that the Saints won their Super Bowl, they was getting a lot of lucky shit, a lot of lucky tips, a lot of bounces. The fumbles was going their way. You know what I mean? They was playing good football, but you got to have some of that shit,
breaks.
Go your way. You got to have the bricks go your way. But I'm looking at an article that
we got bad karma.
4 months ago from NBC, and Dottie has showed me this article that Mario Tovar from NBC Sports. This was 4 months ago. Literally wrote an article that said the Raiders have the worst backup in the NFL in Jarrett Stidham. The worst. The worst. I wonder what Mario was saying about this game against the number one defense that Jared played. So we had the number one, the worst backup. That's crazy.
Hey, he probably bet the Niners and lost his money.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And that was I'm saying that was 4 months ago. This was even when we had Mariota. Well, actually, when we just let Mariota go, we traded him away, and he got his job in Atlanta or whatever.
He just got benched.
But it's crazy that they had said, "Oh man, they let Mariota go to Atlanta. He got a starting job, and they're gonna. What if Derek Carr gets hurt? They're gonna have to rest on Jarrett Stidham. This motherfucker is the worst. Damn, he didn't look like the worst backup to me.
Hey, everyone, like I say, everyone got opinion, and most, whatever. Everyone got opinion.
Brother Gabe.
Brother Gabe in the building. Look at the homie. What's up, my brother? Yee. Whatever, man.
Everybody definitely
Whatever.
got an opinion, man. And
Everyone
that's
got
why-
an opinion.
Opinions are like
man.
assholes, they
Everyone,
say.
yeah,
Funny
everyone
story.
got one, and most of them stank. I don't
Hey,
know.
funny
man.
story about opinions, man. So I play. A lot of y'all play fantasy football. I play fantasy football, and I'm in the championship league in the championship game this week. And when I beat the dude last week, the comment said, "Quiet Q goes against the experts more than anybody else in the league." But here I am in the championship game. If I'd have listened to them dudes, I'd have been sitting at home like everybody else, like, oh, I wish I'd have been in the money. Nah, but I'm in the championship game. Sometimes if you homework it and you feel it, we all got opinions, but some people's are more experienced or homeworked than others. And if you really solid, man, you got to just believe in yourself, period, and what you bring to the table. That's just on the commenting on other shit, man. Motherfuckers know I love football. We're gonna shoot this shit all day long.
For sure, man. I mean, it's been. I'm glad we got to kick it all be here this week. You know what I'm saying? And chill. I know I'm beat this week. Done kick my ass, man. I'm feeling my age this week. Oh, I keep looking at myself.
Man.
I'm looking at my face, and I'm like, God damn, I look tired.
These motherfuckers old. I'm not as old as these guys.
Oh, I'm
young
you
cat.
might look older than me, dog. You know what I'm saying? That keeps it right.
I just got a beard.
Is that what it is?
Beard
okay.
game. That's all it is.
Okay.
You got a beard too.
I
bro.
wasn't going
I don't know. I was like, wait, you don't have
I
a beard?
wasn't going to spoil his joy.
That's a 5 o'clock shadow.
Hey.
Hottest offense, hottest defense. We were right there. I got to post this, though. And hey, once again, I like Carr. I just think it might have been time to move on. David and Derek, Mario and Luigi. I'm sorry, but
Super Trash Bros.
That's hilarious.
Super Trash
Dude,
Bros.
that's hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious.
For sure, man.
Because I mean, on the real, like even with I don't know if y'all know, I'm gonna just speak on it real quick, but even with the Odell situation, when his dad came out and released a video about all the times that he was open with Baker Mayfield as a quarterback in Cleveland,
Right.
which is basically what got him out of Cleveland and got him on the Rams, and he ended up winning the Super Bowl, and was probably going to be Super Bowl MVP if he hadn't tore his ACL in the second quarter, because he had a touchdown, he had like 60, 70 yards already.
Dang, think about it. Odell left the Rams and Baker came to the Rams. They almost was on the same team again.
Ain't that crazy?
Oh
It's
shit!
crazy.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, shit hit the fan.
And them Vallejo roots, man. Hey,
Hey.
no, them Vallejo roots keep y'all thinking you looking young. Let's not get it twisted, man.
The Vallejo roots keep us on our toes.
Yeah, that I give you. That I give you.
For sure.
For sure, man.
You smart.
Y'all gonna make me.
You
Y'all
smart.
gonna make me have to shave my beard, man, so I can look 13 again.
Bruh. Take that.
I try to keep my beard on so motherfuckers think I am old. That's why I keep a beard so I can be looking of age.
I heard that. Motherfucker, you know they ID everyone,
You
goddamn
feel
it.
me? You look under 40, we card.
This shit, they card me all the time, and I know
That
I
means
look
you still
old
look
as
under
shit.
40, motherfucker.
No, I don't. I don't.
And I think I don't know if we got like I like the offense that Shanahan calls with the motion and the misdirection. I think Josh McDaniels got some good play calls, man. I do. I don't know. Sometimes
That's
he should,
an unpopular opinion.
and because I want to talk about it. Because I want to say sometimes I think he should run the ball more. And I think against Pittsburgh, I think he should have ran the ball more. I don't know what the fuck happened. That'd be for the most part. Let me say this, for the most part, that'd be my only beef. But I wanted to say that because I know it's kind of a controversial thing. I think dude, call some good designs be good. Go ahead, GQ. Speak on it.
What I honestly think, which is crazy, right? I'm getting jumbled up because I want to say this all together. So I feel like Josh has been more sabotaging, or Josh McDaniels has been more sabotaging Josh Jacobs than Derek Carr in the season. When people saying, "Oh, well, Josh is calling stuff, he's sabotaging Derek Carr," you know what I mean? I feel like personally, with the play calling happening, Josh Jacobs is a motherfucker getting more sabotaged than anybody, like, because he should be getting utilized way more than anybody. But there are definite games that he doesn't, and I feel like that's purpose because of the investment in Carr and wanting to see what he has. I feel like, and I could be wrong, I just feel like they're like, you know what, we're going to throw the ball because I want to put it on you. I want to put it on you. I want to put it on you. I want to put it on your arm to get the shit done, right? Is it smart? No. Should we have ran the ball more? Yes. Should I 1,000%? But I feel like it was purposely done. People, I don't think he was sabotaging the car. I think he wanted to see what he had in him. You know what I mean? I feel like this is the reason why he was benched, because putting it in your hands more to see what you got, I didn't like what I saw. I didn't like the results of it. It didn't, you know what I mean? It didn't do what I was trying to do.
To back what you're saying, on the first drive, Jacobs ran the ball one time. It was 1-1 for 4 yards. It was like 4 passes for 58 yards, I think. 4 for 4, 58 yards, 3 for 3, something like that. But it was Jacobs ran the ball once, and he put it in the quarterback hands. Let me see what you got. Let's get it. Let's open this up a little bit. You know, because everybody know you want to come out and run. I'm sure the Niners know.
That's strategic. I feel like like as a coach, it's you know, that's the damn if you do. Oh, you knew that they knew it was a weather game. It's inclement weather. They knew you was gonna run the ball, so you just gonna come out and just run the ball, and they knew that, you know what I mean. So okay, they know we're gonna run the ball. Let's fucking, you know, let's I'm gonna play chess with their ass. They know I'm gonna run. It's cold weather. Fuck it, Derek. We're gonna put it on your arm. You know what I mean? It wasn't smart, but I feel like that's what they did.
But even against the Niners, like I said, against the Niners, they got probably the best run D in the league. This motherfucker came out throwing. And that shit worked because we got the fucking weapons, though.
Because we got the weapons, though, man. We got the weapons. I mean, yeah. We was running the ball. We ran the ball okay on them. I don't know if we ran the ball.
And I like to say this. You was at the game. Yeah. I watched the game on the plane, half-ass on my phone, and then late fourth quarter, overtime, I got into the airport, and I got to the bar in the airport. I don't know if they was audibles, but Stidham was more in tune with what the playbook was because he was doing some type of checks. He did something to the receiver. I don't know, whatever. Yeah. But he did some different shit.
Yeah.
And he looked more comfortable. And
right.
What do you put into it's not supposed to be a car centered show, but what do you put into, because I'm going to mention just that in particular. Mm-hmm. What do you put into them saying, or people, you know what I mean, saying that Carr as a veteran, he was handcuffed in the offense. He could not audible. He had no choice to audible. He had no other decisions but to run. Now, mind you, Carr himself came out and said it out of his own mouth. I trust what McDaniels calls. I'm going to run what he says to run, and whatever he says, that's what I'm going to do. I trust. He literally said that. But for me, I feel like, bro, as a quarterback, if you're at the line of scrimmage and a coach calls a play, I'm going to call blue right, nigga, trips right, nigga, 82.
Blase. Right.
And I get to the line of scrimmage and I see that, oh, shit, if I audible to Wooty Wham, nigga, this is a touchdown right now. No doubt about it. I can't do that. I can't score a point to win the game. I have to run what the coach says, no matter. I have a real issue with that point. I just really do that. Oh, well, McDaniel was letting Stidham free range. He was letting him do whatever he wanted to do, and he didn't let Carr do what he wanted to do. Carr had to just do everything that
Carr could do what the fuck he wanted to do, I feel.
Right.
$30 million man. I feel like now I'm going to say this. I did hear McDaniel say, they asked him in a press conference about Carr audibly, and he said, he has, I'm paraphrasing, he has a look or two that we would prefer. So it sounded like he was saying that that whatever we call, I would like him to run. That's what it sounded like. Mm-hmm. But for me personally, as a team captain and a veteran of this team, I don't give a fuck what the coach say when you on the field in the middle of a game. He's not going to bench Carr in quarter 2 because you tried to audible to something else. There are a number of quarterbacks and way less with less cachet as Carr that are audible. I mean, Fitzmagic, he's a journeyman, probably never made a Pro Bowl. I know he's audible at the line of scrimmage.
So saying what you just said, GQ, and I think I'm beat. So after this, we might cut it. But saying what you said, I will say you can say that, but if you're honest, I don't think he handcuffed Derek Carr. He might have said I prefer something, but I think Derek Carr handcuffed himself because he's too nice. He's not a killer. He's too nice and he's too, I got to do what I'm told. No, you got to go motherfucking win games, man. You got to go win games. You got to go out there and take control, take the reins. You're the leader on the field. You are the guy when you walk out under the center. You are the man that needs to take control. He just don't have that killer in him, and so he handcuffed himself. And that's almost an excuse for him. Well, I have to do what the coach says. That's what he said to do.
That takes the blame off of you, right? That takes the blame off of you for whatever. Like, oh, it's not me, it's the coach. The coach said this, I gotta do what the coach said. It ain't me. If it was me, I would have thrown the seam route and scored the touchdown. But the coach didn't want me to do that.
Once you do that and you take it into your hands, make it work. If you see it, make it work. And if you come back to the sidelines as a player, a big money quarterback, and you say, I saw this and I thought we had this, if it don't work. But if it works, there's nothing he can say.
There's nothing. If it works, winning cures everything. Scoring touchdowns. What can he say?
Right.
Take that shot.
I got to say this real quick.
Like, subscribe, baby.
Thor always talk about I got hella kids, right? So my oldest son, we had a NJB AAU game. My son is 29 years old now. We back in the day, he's an early teenager. He's probably 13. He's probably 15, 16 years ago. You know, this new shit. Everybody shoot threes. The 2 games prior, my son has shot threes. He ain't made none. So I tell him, dude, don't shoot no more threes. Take the ball to the basket, blah, blah, blah. You know what this dude did? Went out and shot threes. Hit his first one. Hit his second one. When he hit the third one, he looked into the crowd light and threw me to Jordan me. Like, what? Nothing I could say. Absolutely nothing I could say. Good game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But before the game, I told him, don't shoot no threes. That motherfucker came out and did what the fuck. Make it work, man. Make it work. When you going to do it, make it work. No excuses.
No excuses.
It's a new era, nation. One thing's for sure. We know it's a new era. You know what I mean? It's gonna be different. Obviously, we're gonna be seeing different faces, whether it's Stidham, whether it's somebody else. We know we got a different face running the helm. We know it's gonna be a new regime, you know what I mean, in terms of the offense and how it's going. And we just excited about the future, man. And one thing we can never forget is that our great and honorable leader, Al Davis, said before he passed that the greatness of the Raiders was in our future. These are literal words, you know what I mean? So I have a lot of optimism and excitement about what the future is for us, man, because that's what our commander believed in, you know what I mean? So we're going to see what it's going to bring us, man. And as you know, it's always nation or nothing, man.
And
no
that's
matter
why
what.
we still ride, man. Some of y'all been fans. I've been fans since I'm born in 75, so I've probably been a fan since the early 80s. Some of us been fans before that. Some of us is, some of y'all might be 20 or something. They just been fans the last 7 years. But we ride, man. Don't let up. Don't let up. Keep rocking. Keep riding. That's what we do. Raider Nation or nothing.
That's it. Raider Nation or nothing, man. Let's go, man. We're striving for this 4th Super Bowl, man. And
for y'all that are Warriors fans, y'all know.
Yes.
We waited a long motherfucking time. When the first year the Warriors won the championship, well, not the first year, but 2015, when the Warriors won the title, Thor hit me at close to playoff time. Like, do we really have a chance to win the title?
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I think so. It seemed like it. We got the
man.
So I thought it would never happen on the real. I thought it would
yeah.
never happen.
Yeah.
But it happened and happened 4 times in like 7-8 years.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm an optimist.
Yeah.
So I feel like the Raiders right there.
Yeah,
I feel like the Raiders right there.
Let's go, man. I really don't think we're that far away, man. I really don't. I believe this team is ready to explode because we have all the potential, man. We have on offense, we should be scoring 30 points a game, period. Man. Nation or nothing, maybe. Nation or nothing, man. For sure. I'm done, guys. I love all y'all who've been in here. Thank you for being here. You know what I'm saying? If you knew, I know there's a couple new names in here today.
Take that shot, baby.
Let's go,
Go ahead
man.
And take that shot. If you're new in here, take that shot. Hit that like button, subscribe, baby.
Subscribe, man. Tell your peoples, baby. Let's go,
last
man.
game of the season next week.
Next week, man. For sure, man.
Week.
Let's go, man. Bro, come on, man. Play again. Play like you played this week, because this week was
inspired football.
Inspired football, and it was personal for us Bay dudes. And they came out there and showed us that heart at least. Well, this is the Queefs, man. This is our rival. And these dudes with old Fraggle Rock been running shit for so long. Go out there and play inspired football, man. They defense ain't nowhere near the Niner defense. Put up 40 on them motherfuckers, man. For real.
Straight up.
For sure, man.
Tap in next week, 9 p.m.
Yeah, next week, baby. Monday nights, who knows? We might be live before then, man. Much love.
Always fun with the nation, man.
Yeah.
Super hood.